G'day folks, welcome back to the channel for episode number 15 of our Gunslinger Purifier playthrough. So this episode we're going to go ahead and talk to Barnabas, who I've just noticed I have a quest for. We're going to finish the second half of Forgotten Gods, and I figure I may as well kill Korvac as well, since, you know, I did it on the Paladin, and, well, the Purifier can't possibly be stood up by the likes of him. Right, let's go ahead and head back to the Conclave of the Three. We've got some quests to turn in. First of which, or not the first of which, but this guy here, Harold, yeah, he needs to go. That's interesting, the guards attacked him as well, or at least this one guy did. Can I get up there? I don't think so. Maybe I can. No. Anyway, so this quest is just find any 3 goons inside of town and take them out. I don't know that this quest actually has any significance on who you choose. I don't think it does. I'll be honest, I've never checked and I don't really care. So we're just going to take these guys out. This is a completely separate quest, and we're also... Oh, you're not dead. You are now. We're also going to talk to an Anorak, and you know what, that's fine. So, quest complete. Yes, it's finished. Thank you very much. And what do we get out of that? We got a tonic of clarity, and that's about it. So, we can now head to the Vanguard of the Three. And, oh, I guess we have to finish that quest, don't we? Have to talk to these guys again. So, you have proven your worth, and you may stay. I am a magnanimous god. Okay, and they are worthy, just don't expect me to go rescue them. And for that quest we got a Blood of Chthon, which is actually a pretty good reward. At the very least, even if we don't use it for crafting, it will be a skeleton key, well, maybe a skeleton key at a later date. Okay, we're not doing the Ancient Grove, we're not doing the... I may end up doing this for reasons. In Ultimate, we're going to get minus 50 to this top row, which means lightning and cold are going to be sitting around about 40% when we go into Ultimate. So I may go and farm the Dreeg and Soleil pants. Depending on what level they are in normal, depending on the level range they're at, I may go and farm them. The other thing I could do as well is, these rings are, what, 20 levels? More than 20 levels, 22 levels out of date. So I could go and farm a couple more of these. Same deal with Oroprax's Sting. Yeah, I would lose the Scorched Ends, I would lose the Fireball proc. Realistically though, 900 to 1500 on one Fireball proc. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be losing any sleep about that. It is a nice to have, but it's just a nice to have. It's not, you know, the character's not going to make or break on a couple of procs on a few pieces of jewelry. Though, to be fair, this character is absolutely being carried by procs right now. Or at least it's designed to work around the procs, let's say it that way. So losing procs is not really something I ever want, but it may be something I have to do. Same with the metal, actually. Although that is resistant, so we'll have another look at that in a sec. But that's probably going to be replaced with the other metal that gives us Thermite Mine stuff. Soon, TM. What is actually on this? 6% Chaos and a little bit of Poison. So yeah, I could probably replace that and be fairly happy about it. As long as we're here, let's go ahead and get the... Is it here? Yeah, it's here. This body? No. Yes, this body. Has the book for unlocking transmuting, which is something I may wish to use at a later date. And then we go back around here, and I'm looking for the... Well, I wasn't looking for Dread Talon, but I'll kill him. I'm looking for the little area, little side area in this section, because it has a devotion shrine in it. And I can see it there on the map. Yeah, and it's here. so well, all I saw was shooty shooty bang bang. The Sanctuary of Haran. Now in here there is a boss at the end, there is a devotion shrine kind of towards the end, and there's a whole bunch of random trash we have to shoot, including Ulzar, who is made of XP and also potentially good items, and same for Pasgadar, the Regenerator. Massacre, two-handed axe. I should know that, I've picked that thing up so many times. Right, we got... what do we got here? Didn't I see a ring? Did I see a ring? I swear I saw a ring. That gun's rubbish. Heretics of Alacrity. I would have swore I picked up a ring just now. Okay. I may in fact be going crazy. So, Arcanex has got to die as well. That's a lot of items. Corbin Spaulders, what are they like? Elemental converted to physical. I remember those, and no. No, we're not using those ever. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Allegandrius is down. Adsarin the Frozen is down, and Xanax is also down, but he's very happy about it. Or at least he doesn't feel so bad. Horrible joke. I hope at least someone noticed it. Right, so, devotion points. We're doing the Revenant, and we're going to go ahead and keep doing the Revenant. And then I think we'll probably rip these points out to finish the Revenant, so 1, 2, 3, so I need one more. Then I can take these points out, and I will have the Revenant. The downside is we'll be trading an elemental damage proc, which is 1/3 fire, with burning damage, which we also like, and 23 reduced targets elemental resistances. We'll be trading that for 5 reduced targets resistances. So maybe I won't do that. I'm actually thinking maybe I will actually keep the Elemental Storm until right at the end. The reason I like the Revenant is because it provides not only flat resist reduction, but it also provides, respected with Cultist Soleil is pretty good, it also provides lifesteal, which kind of frees us up from needing another devotion with lifesteal on it, or maybe frees us up from having to use, maybe we don't have to use Soleil's Pants or something like that. Or we just end up with more lifesteal, which is never a bad thing for an auto-attack build, which this basically is an auto-attack build. So it's never a bad idea to have that. Okay, as long as we're here, let's go ahead and get this. Where's the body? I know it's in here somewhere. Body, chest, I saw it. There it is. Hidden remains. Okay, it's a body. I know it's in there somewhere. Mighty of the Wild is elemental. Unfortunately, my current gloves are way better than those. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to fight you. There we go. So that's another devotion shrine. Next up, we are heading through to the Vanguard of the Three. I don't think there's any other stops I need to make on the way. I did notice the Respected with Soleil, so actually let's just quickly jump back to town and have a look. Now, Soleil Void something or other is in my head as something that's worth using. Oh, these are... yeah, we already had access to these. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I'm lying. Soleil Void's no good. Combatant... nope. Here we go, Black Flame. I knew one of these had fire on it. Okay, so this is level 65, and it's got worse armor than that level 50. But the bonuses are relevant, and it has the crowd control reduction as well, which is pretty nice. So then Black Flame... oops, I didn't want to buy that. Not yet, at least. Black Flame Shoulders also look pretty good, and then there's probably a helmet. This looks really cool. Black Flame hood, there we go. All of this actually, well, not every piece I think, but elemental resistance, 28 and 27. I may have to use these. Oh, I can't use the helmet, but I can use the chest, which would be fine. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And then the rings are also pretty good. Stormfire Seal right here is what I'm going to end up going for, I think. There are some other fire rings, but that one is pretty good. As long as I'm thinking of it, the Rovers have... The Rovers, the Devil's Crossing, and Homestead all have rings at Honored. This could be okay. Elemental damage is alright. I think I'm going to say no to that one. I did check the Kymons. They don't have fire rings, they have lightning rings, which I was very surprised by. Elemental damage. Yeah, see, none of them are particularly good. That's fine. There will be plenty of other things to do, and I think I've said it before in this playthrough, but I'll mention it again here. I prefer, unless I need a certain ring for some sort of conversion, or I need it for, you know, I have to have it for skill points or something like that, I prefer to use my rings while leveling to either fill in resistance holes, or usually I just prefer to have a ring with a ton of resistances on it, and then just use that as kind of a baseline. Where are you going? Back out here. Come back here so I can shoot you. So yeah, unless I absolutely need to have a ring for some reason, for, you know, it has skill points on it I really need, or maybe it has a damage conversion type that's part of the build or something like that. But unless the ring is really needed for the build to function, all of my builds pretty much have green rings with resistance affixes on them. And I definitely like the Harmonious one. So one day I'm going to find that little side area. I think it... Oh, hello. Nosferantis and Steeljaw. In one of the areas that kind of looks like this with the hexagonal rocks, there's a little section on the right side here that you can walk into. And I found it one time and I've never been able to find it again. And yes, I know I could look on Grim Tools, but that's kind of boring, isn't it? I want to find it again on my own. Alright, speaking of secret areas though, there's one over here. Forsaken Gargoyle, we see these out here very often. At least I don't remember ever seeing one there. Just here? Nope, where is it? Is it this one? One of these little bits that stick out on the map is a gap. Not a gap, it's you can walk up it. I think it's here. Yeah, behind this tree. There you go, hidden spoils. Absolutely nothing we want, but, you know. Once again, I just find it really cool to find all those little hidden sections. They can be quite hard to find unless you kind of cheat and look on the map. But they are cool. Well, I think so anyway. Right, so we made it to the Vanguard of the 3. Let's go ahead and lighten our burden. Unfortunately, there's no bank in the Vanguard of the 3, so if I wanted to bank this stuff, I would have to go back to the, what is it called? The Conclave of the 3. There we go. Got there in the end. Alright, let's talk to Sagan here. Yep, we will get his sacrifice, absolutely. Yes. And we will accept these quests as well.
I hear you've done some
and we will be on our way. Now just outside here, there's going to be the big knife arm guys. I guess those those firearm things are actually far too large to be knife arms. It's probably better to say sword arms. Is the Exalted Stash back here? It's not, but again, there's a nice little secret section which I'm probably going to accidentally destroy the wall for. Yep, there it goes. So, we'll go through here. And we found a little chest and a few other things, but wait, there's more! Because if you go over here, there's a hidden spoils. So, once again, nothing majorly exciting in terms of items, but it's another little secret area that I find fun. Alright, let's head into the Altar of Abid, into the Bloodied Wastes, where we are looking for Red Godzilla, basically. It's a giant lizard that breathes something. What do we got? Swift and Vampiric. Oppressors of Mending on a Rylox Mark. And Cindervane Mantle. Okay, now we're talking. I don't know if I can wear that because of resistances. Let's have a look. What do we got on this? Chaos and Pierce Res. 30%. No, I can't use this. I really want to because it has that flat fire damage. Alright, so Aether is already suffering a little bit. And this has got 30% on it, so I can't use these. I'll hang on to them, but I'm actually not expecting to be able to use those. Oh, that's disappointing. I was really excited to see those. Oh, we've got an Arcane. Let's see if we can take him out before he throws his little ball at us. I think I got him. Looks good. Okay, and where's my guy? Should be seeing him pop up on the map here any second. Where is he? There he is. Who are you? Waylon Aldos, I think? Oh, and here's our red Godzilla. Definitely taking a beating here. Generals, nope. Crest, nope, and yep. Alright, awesome. There we go. Quest complete, we can go back and turn that in pretty much whenever we want. However, before we do that, I see a totem just there. And I also see my devotion shrine. Okay, Agravix's Malice is, from memory, a Aether and Chaos relic with +1 to Arcanist. Here's our Exalted Stash. Glacial of Celerity. Aether and Bleeding are two resists that I do have holes in at the moment. I don't think it's worth keeping them anyway, but yeah. Yep, Chaos and Aether, +1 to Arcanist. Agravix's Malice. Pretty good for Aether-based characters, even ones that aren't using Arcanist. My Aether Death Knight's using that, for example. It's pretty useful. Okay, Ruined Shrine. I'm not sure why I decided to start shooting there. Okay, do we... Let me check the plan here, hang on. Where's the devotion section? Where are we up to? Magi, Viper, Revenant, and then remove Elemental Storm. So Elemental Storm's actually not in the final build. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna remove it now. That will give me the devotion points I need to get the proc on Revenant.
Let me clear your mind of regrets.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Farewell.
Okay, so we've picked up... What's that? Attack damage converted to health, a little bit of health. We picked up some attack speed, and we get Raise the Dead. which is going to go on Fire Strike, although I'm actually thinking it might be better to put this one on Fire Strike. Because this one is minus 15% and the Raise the Dead is 20% chance to give 5. I think we put this one on the less likely to trigger section for now. So we're going to end up spreading the Soleil's fire through everything. Next up after the Revenant, we're actually getting Behemoth, which is definitely not sexy, but we do get a Giant's Blood proc. So that's healing and regen, we get health, we get regen, we get regen, we get health and armor, and we get more regen. So it's a decent defensive devotion. Alright, let's see how badly the damage is just cratered from losing Elemental Storm. I may have to go back and put it back on. We will see. And you will probably notice now, at various points, you can see him here, these little skeletons running around. That is the Revenant proc. So chance to actually, hang on, let's have a look at that. Chance to trigger is 22, as opposed to Storm Spread, which doesn't have pass-through, but does have 3 projectiles. Or Chilling Rounds, which does have pass-through, and also has, I want to say, 3 projectiles as well. Let's see if we can get one fire off. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe the one with more projectiles might actually be better for triggering it. Although having said that, I can see the skellies are active already. So it might be a kind of a moot point. That said, I am kind of thinking I might like to put the, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give that a shot. Let's see. Let's see about... Leave that on Bursting Round, put this one on Chilling Rounds, and then we come down here and we put that on Fire Strike. This may turn out to be just bad. Actually, what's the cooldown on Fissure? 5 second duration, 1.8 second cooldown. Okay. So this could actually be pretty good. Let's just see how many more of those we get active. Okay. This, I like this. We're doing that. The good thing about all the resist reduction stuff, you don't need it to trigger constantly. The skeletons live for 6 seconds, so as long as you get 1 every 6 seconds, you can keep the reduction on the boss all the time. Same with Eldritch Fire. It lasts for 4 seconds, so as long as you get 1 proc every 4 seconds, you'll keep this active on the boss as well. And having more procs of this actually does nothing, whereas having more procs of this one, well, you just saw having 3 of them instead of like 1. Whoops, I think I pulled the main boss as well. I did. Inashkor has decided to come and play. That sunders, yep. I knew that sundered. Alright, let's not get hit by any more of those, please. That was a very bad way to do that. I tried to use the evade skill to get out of the first one, and it didn't go off. I think I must have misclicked the button or something. And then so I tried to run and that didn't work, and well, you saw what happened. A good time was had by not me. Alright, coming out the back here, we actually didn't need to come into the Temple of Atef. It was more of a test for how the changes were working. Yeah, definitely noticing more of those, although I would expect to. Every shot from the pistol now has a chance to trigger it, rather than 20% chance for every shot to trigger the fireball, and then a chance to trigger on that. Okay, I don't think we found the big bad doggy, did we? So he could be out here somewhere. I've successfully put the seal down and then not stood in it, so, you know, good job. Okay, Ever and Flame Tongue is going down. Firestorm Scepter, man. If only I wasn't using guns. Or if only that was a gun. Alright, let's see if the treasure trove is here today. Let's take a few of these guys out. Okay, there we go. Treasure trove is here. No. So it would be kind of here-ish. Listen here, you. Alright, let's see if Grimnor's home. He kind of lives just here. Doesn't look like he's here. Okay, there's only one more place he can be. That's assuming I didn't already kill him and just forget. The other place he can be is kind of just south of here. Nephon the Enlightened, okay. Supporter. I guess that's someone who paid for Grim Dawn before it was ready or something. I'm not sure what you had to do to get into the supporter section. Alright, nope, Chester's not here either. That's unfortunate. I just blew up this camp for nothing. Alright, Grimnor should be right around here. Did I already kill him and I just forgot? That's a definite maybe. I don't know. He's not here. Maybe there's another spawn point I'm not remembering. I thought they were the only ones though. The two of them to the west of the Vanguard of the three that I'm pretty sure I went to. And then those two. Ah well. It's fine. So the Tomb of Sethan we don't actually need to go into. There is no devotion shrine in there, there is no quest in there, there is no point to go in there aside from XP. Which, to be fair, I would like to hit level 58, because I do have a new gun and a new pair of boots waiting for 58. Though, to be fair, I don't think I can wear the boots, because they would uncap my resistances. That is the other side of Sethan, yep, that's fine. Okay, Valley of the Chosen is where the tomb that I actually need to go into is. So this one here, the tomb of, who is it? The tomb of Ariath. Okay, sure. The tomb of Giant Scorpion, who's going to get shot in the face, is what it should be called, because that's what's going to happen. Empowered Mistwalker leggings. Whoa, okay, level 58, I can now wear all of my new toys. And I'm suddenly so happy. Alright, I'm gonna lose. Stay with me here, okay? I will be losing armor, but I will be gaining elemental resist, which I really need. Aether resist, which means I can then swap these shoulders in, although, but I can do it, it is an option. And I can use these boots and not have to worry about uncapping my elemental resistances in normal. What did I just do? Don't do that, please. Is that my actual guns? Incanters, Infernal. Yes, okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm super happy about those. A slight loss in armor, which is actually not that much, in exchange for resistances that I very badly need. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Right, so the Tomb of Ariath, the whole idea here is you come in, there's 3 little platforms off the side of this main one in the center here. So you come over here and there's going to be these binding conduits which you shoot. And then once you're done shooting it, you come back to the middle. pretty sure nothing extra spawns. I think these were just old spawns. You come back to the middle, and you go off to one of the other side platforms, and you shoot another conduit. Do this a couple of times. Let's actually get rid of the spawns in here. Okay, so go off into another one, and you can see there's another one just off to the right. Someone is very unhappy that I got that drop right now. I noticed these halberds, people really have trouble getting them to drop with the type and affixes that they want. I've had several comments on videos where one that I'm not even going to use has dropped and I've just vended it, and it's made people mad. Alright, and after we shoot this, now we got a big green scorpion in the middle to fight. And he does have a crystal, which I'm going to kill. Alright, and the Dusk Reaper should die relatively easily. Look at all those volcanoes stacking up underneath him. I'm very glad for that swap. I think it was definitely the right call. Putting them exactly where they are was maybe not the best choice. For example, maybe Raise the Dead should have been on one of the other ones, and I should have put Eldritch Fire on this one. That's probably what I should do, actually. Let me swap that over now. So this needs to go on Chilling Rounds, yes, I'm sure. This one needs to go on Bursting Round. So this is more fire resistance than this one is. And so I want it to trigger more often. Also, the skeletons live longer than the fire dot does. And so having a higher chance to proc the proc that will proc the other proc that will give us the resistances should, without testing, should provide better uptime. The other thing as well, though, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably going to end up with more skeletons if I have them on, yeah, either Chilling Rounds or I'm going to put them on Storm Spread, because I think having more projectiles will give me a higher chance to trigger them, and I should be able to get more than one at a time. Let's see if that actually plays out. It is definitely hard to see them sometimes, though. Alright, and we are going into this particular tomb. So this one here has a devotion shrine in it, the Tomb of Nephos. It also has a quest in it, which I believe is for the Dreeg faction. And so I'm not doing it. But the area is still there, I just can't open the door. Alright, ran at the Rat God, nice little story. Definitely got one. I thought I saw a second one there for a second or so, but either way, this is still triggering and I'm still happy about it. Alright, treasure trove here as well. Happy about that, means I don't have to go looking for it, although I probably wouldn't. Let's be honest. Checking for lore notes. Nope, don't see any, that's fine. Let's go ahead and fight all this at once, why not? Start. Okay, Moltriax the Burning. Actually died a lot quicker than I thought he would. I figured with a name like The Burning, he should... Why does this game hate me? Why can't you give me a gun? A fire gun, not a fire offhand. Alright, that's fine. 30 health regen. Not amazing, but we have to have it. And then after Behemoth, we will remove the Jackal. We'll take the Ghoul, and then we get the Ulzun's Torch. And then I might see if I can find some way of getting Elemental Storm back, because that is Honestly, that's going to be a ton of damage. Alright, our little skelly bros just got an upgrade. They're now level 2. What does that mean in terms of resistance shredding? 6%. Okay, alright, it's never going to be amazing, is it? Okay, let's get out of here. So, just run up here to the shrine, or not the shrine, the rift. And this looks like a decent chunk of things to shoot, so let's shoot it. There's level 58, which I'm super happy about, because I get new toys to play with. Thinking about the shoulders with the flat fire damage, I'm not sure it's going to be worth using. However, we are going to go back to town because I have to sell everything if nothing else. And as soon as we can... I'm going to be so happy when we can put Annihilation on. Okay, let's get rid of the junk first. And for anyone who's wondering, yes, I could take the purple item back to Devil's Crossing and explode it and maybe get some rare crafting materials. That is a thing that you can do. I generally find it's kind of not really worth doing. Alright, the Incanters. So the Replicating Missile is not as good for this build as the extra Fireball is. So that one is not as good as the other one. And Anderose's Amplifier, which you would think would be garbage because half of the base weapon is cold, is actually pretty good damage. So if we look at this one, compared to the Infernal Hand Mortar, this one is actually only just a little bit worse. Compared to Anderose's Amplifier, though, it is considerably worse. It's got less attack speed, it's got less -1 to all skills in Inquisitor. The Rain of Fire proc, I'm pretty sure is going to be a Meteor Shower, 8 meter target area. Doesn't say how many projectiles are there. Doesn't look like it, but it does have main hand damage, so it can leech. And that physical damage on there, we're also going to be converting about half of that over to fire damage as well. So pretty happy about that. About that new gun, that is. So that's one thing. Gonna keep this and get my component back, because that Devil Touched ammo is a drop-only component. Let's go ahead and chuck those on. We'll go ahead and chuck those on. What does that do for our resistances? We lost Vitality. We're still fine. We only need 25% overcap on the bottom row, so that's fine. Chaos is fine. Aether is also fine. Can I? That'd be uncapped now. What does that actually do to our damage? It's basically 6,000 to 6,900. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's also... I don't think it's enough to make up for the huge loss in armor. And the loss of the Replicating Missile proc is probably not worth it. Alright, let's go get my components back. And then we will continue onwards. So keep the add-on, yes I'm sure. Keep the add-on, yes I'm sure. There we go. Looking pretty good. So Captain Ultimate, Captain Ultimate, Captain Ultimate, Captain Ultimate, Captain Ultimate, Captain Ultimate, oh dear, oh god, Captain Ultimate. It's actually not too bad. That's considerably better than I was expecting, actually. I was expecting to go into Ultimate with, you know, more than half, excuse me, more than half of my resistances. Okay, with more than half my resistances at or below 50%, so that's pretty good. I did throw this on the floor. I think I had it in my stash. I don't want it anymore, but I also didn't want to bother spending the time to sell it, so we're going to sell it. Right, 58. We now have Thermite Mine. I'm taking that off because I never use it. What can we bind to Thermite Mine? We can put one of these on Thermite Mine. The question is, do I want to? And I think the answer is going to be no. I think we leave that where it is. Right, let's go shoot some more stuff. I don't think we're going to get to Korvac this episode, which kind of sucks because I wanted to get him done, but YouTube already threw a hissy fit about one of my videos. I don't really want to be getting messages about them being too long. So we'll try and keep it under the hour, but we should be able to get a decent amount more done. We'll just have to kill Korvac next episode, maybe. Although having said that, we could just... later losers, we could just walk straight past all this stuff. Maybe we'll be able to get Korvac if we just motor. With that said, I'm definitely killing anything with a star above its head because, as you can see, they are made of epic items and XP. And those are both things that I really, really want. Alright, shoot these guys as well. Definitely throwing down the thermite mines, even though we don't really have enough skill points in them for them to be... that's kind of exciting. We don't have enough skill points in that in thermite mines for it to really shred huge amounts of resistances yet. Hang on, I'm just... Meteor on that, and this one has Pyroclasm. I think this one's better. Although I would definitely prefer if it said +1 to Inquisitor skills instead. So every +1 to Inquisitor skills I find more valuable because it increases the proc chance on this, increases the proc chance on this, increases the proc chance on this. More healing, more health, more Aether and Chaos damage, more resistance shredding, more absorption. Pretty much every single point in Inquisitor is just gold. Whereas, yeah, demos, like, you know, more damage, more damage, more damage, more AoE, more resistance shred. Yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely good. I just find +2 Inquisitor skills, in my mind, and actually I'm just going to say it, +2 Inquisitor skills is more important to me on this build than Demolitionist skills is. Yep, I said it. I said it, I meant it, and I'm right. Okay, Okoloth the Messenger does a lot of fire damage, and we're going to kill him with fire damage. There he goes. There's a two-handed ranged weapon, which this one is actually pretty good. That enrage proc is from the frenzied prefix, but yeah, it's not a bad weapon actually. Warcry and Vire's Might. That's a two-handed fire gun-using warlord weapon. I don't know about that. I guess you could take... Like, the bonuses to Warcry, pretty much any soldier build is going to have Warcry, because it's easily one of the best skills in the game. But Vire's Might... I mean, Vire's Might's a movement skill, and if you're using guns, you're probably going to be using it to kind of back away from things. I don't know, that seems a little...
I can't do that yet.
Not great. Anywho, let's pick up the pace a bit. I say as I immediately find someone with a star above their head. Treasure trove here. Blade Dancer's Talisman. Not going to be using it. Alright, there is a devotion point here which I'm going to go and get. It's also a big angry griffin, bird, eagle thing. These, yeah, just griffin. That I'm also going to go and shoot a few times. So let's go ahead and shooty shooty bang bang the big griffin. Alright, and goodbye Azalea. You can see the thermite mines there, just doing their thing. Okay, here's my preserver. Goodbye to my preserver. Shoot all this stuff. Swift, vampiric, and burning. None of that is particularly worrisome. That would have been really nice on, well, anything using Oathkeeper. Harmonious is definitely one of my favorite prefixes, for sure. On it seems like just on anything. Right, we get 300 hit points, so we're coming up on 10,000. We are definitely not as tanky as the Paladin is. Oathkeeper just gives more life than Demolitionist does per level, but I'm decently happy with how tanky this is, and I like that the damage is picking up. It's still, I think, maybe not as good as the Paladin in terms of clear, but I think it's probably similar to the Paladin in terms of just how fast can it kill one guy. With that said, the Paladin definitely, he was going to get up, definitely is better at killing bosses where you can prepare ahead of time. Oh, derp. I didn't turn the quest in. Yeah, because you can throw 5 runes on the floor before the thing even spawns. The Paladin has a huge advantage in damage in fights where it can prepare. Alright, let's get rid of all this. Eastern Gloves, nope. +4 to Trozens is pretty good though. Was that the gloves as well? Eastern Gloves. Did I just have 2 pairs of those? I think I might have. The other one's gone, but that's fine. Didn't actually want it. I'm just going to say I'm not going to use those, and I'm going to use that before I give me another one. Alright, so my good friend Dravis and Ouroboros should be here now. Yep, here they are. Go ahead and die for me. Maybe a little bit behind in terms of damage than the Paladin was. But still not awful. I think that is applying Asunder. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to old mate here. There we go. Open the door, please. I will admit, the Paladin definitely killed this faster. But the Paladin also had 20 seconds worth of putting stuff on the floor beforehand. Mage Storm of Celerity. Meh. It's not bad. What do we get? Bane. +1 to Inquisitor. Okay, alright, now we're talking. This one... Attack damage converted to health, elemental damage, level 60. I think I have the stuff needed to make this. I don't have the Vendetta blueprint, and I really don't want... No, you know what? Do I go get it? Mammoth resist... No. Do I though? Another +1 to Inquisitor. Like, don't get me wrong, Annihilation is going to be really good. The flat fire damage is good. +1 to Demolitionist is good. Meteor proc is also good. But another +1 to Inquisitor is +1 to all this, +1 to that, +1 to those. Another bunch of resistance shred here. Oh, that's going to be hard. Oh dear. Alright, actually, I'm going to end this episode here. There's not really enough time to go kill Kymon. Actually, no. We've got 10 minutes. We'll go get Kymon. I can get through this. Here we go. Get out of the way, please. I'm sorely tempted to just go run a bunch of totems and bounties in Malmoth, just to get Vendetta, just so I can make that. I think I might actually do it in between episodes. I'm probably not going to make another farming video like I did for Paladin for that one though. Yeah. +1 to Inquisitor, plus an elemental damage proc. I don't know, I'll have a think about it, because it will be a bunch of farming, basically. But having said that, you guys know I'm not allergic to farming. And I think the +1 Inquisitor is worth considerably more than +1 Demolitionist. Having said that though, Annihilation was expensive. It was like 500,000 bits. So if I do another level 60 relic, I'm probably back to being broke. Maybe you know what? I think I'm just gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna do it. And then where am I going? The wrong way is the answer. And then I'll kind of try them out, I guess. See which one is actually better. Oh, this is one of those little platforms with the lore stuff on it. Yeah, so the Corvin Elegy. So this series of lore notes is all through, I think, the 2 different floors in this section. All have some little secret platforms. You can get to them, you can see where there's this little pokey outy bit. All the other ones are the same with the pokey outy bit. I think there's 3 or 4 of them. Where am I going? I'm supposed to be over there. But yeah, all of those lore notes kind of detail how the witch gods took over from Korvac. It's a pretty good story in terms of, like, you know, nobody plays an ARPG for the story, but if it has one, you know, it's not a bad thing. Alright, see if we can get to Kymon, kill Kymon, and get to the Rift Gate after Kymon. And that's probably going to be the end of the episode, because, like I said, YouTube's already throwing hissy fits about some of these videos. Just to be convenient, they won't tell me why either, so that's always fun. But, I think 1 hour is probably a good upper limit on the videos anyway. I know people can, you know, pause and start again, but after an hour it's kind of... it's hard to keep talking for that long, you know? It's definitely easier than streaming, but yeah, you start repeating yourself after an hour, and I mean, I do that anyway. Okay, so rip clip incoming. Father Kymon. Now the Paladin had him down to about 10%. He got 1 auto attack and then he died.
I am sorry, my chosen.
I'm pretty sure he's going to get considerably more than 1 auto attack on this character. Although, having said that, he really didn't do very much.
Kymon.
I thought I was going to take considerably more damage than that, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed by how easy that was. We are a veteran. I thought might have dropped to normal for some reason. Alright, this will be the end of this episode, so come back next episode when we murder Korvac to death. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.